Hello and welcome to day 68 of our Chronological Bible and Year reading. Today we have Numbers 33 and 34. Numbers 33. These are the departures of the children of Israel who went out of the land of Mitzrayim, which is Egypt, by their divisions under the hand of Moshe and Aaron. And Moshe wrote down the starting points of their departures at the command of Yahuwah, and these are their departures according to their starting points. So they departed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month. On the morrow of the Pesach, which is Passover, the children of Israel went out with a high hand before the eyes of all the Mitzrites. And the Mitzrites were burying all their firstborn, whom Yahuwah had smitten among them. Also on their mighty ones, Yahuwah had executed judgments, which those are idols. Mm-hmm. Then the children of Israel departed from Ramses and camped at Sukkoth. And they departed from Sukkoth and camped at Etham, which is on the edge of the wilderness. And they departed from Etham and turned back to Pi Hahiroth, which is before Baal Zephon. And they camped near Migdol. And they departed from before Hahiroth and passed over through the midst of the sea into the wilderness. Went 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham and camped at Marah. And they departed from Marah and came to Elim. And at Elim were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees. So they camped there. And they departed from Elim and camped by the Sea of Reeds. And they departed from the Sea of Reeds and camped in the wilderness of Sin. And they departed from the wilderness of Sin and camped at Dophkah. And they departed from Dophkah and camped at Alush. And they departed from Alush and camped at Rephidim. And there was no water for the people to drink. And they departed from Rephidim and camped in the wilderness of Sinai. And they departed from the wilderness of Sinai and camped at Kibroth ha-Ta'awa. And they departed from Kibroth ha-Ta'awa and camped at Hatzeroth. They departed from Hatzeroth and camped at Rithmah. They departed from Rithmah and camped at Ramon Peretz. They departed from Ramon Peretz and camped at Libnah. They departed from Libnah and camped at Rissa. They departed from Rissa and camped at Kehelatha. And they departed from Kehelatha and camped at Mount Shapher. They departed from Mount Shapher and camped at Haradah. They departed from Haradah and camped at Makaloth. They departed from Makaloth and camped at Tahath. They departed from Tahath and camped at Terah. They departed from Terah and camped at Mithkah. They departed from Mithkah and camped at Hashmonah. They departed from Hashmonah and camped at Moseroth. And they departed from Moseroth and camped at Beni Yaakan. They departed from Beni Yaakan and camped at Hor HaGidgad. They departed from Hor HaGidgad and camped at Yotbatha. They departed from Yotbatha and camped at Abronah. They departed from Abronah and camped at Etzion Geber. And they departed from Etzion Geber and camped in the wilderness of Zin, which is Kadesh. And they departed from Kadesh and camped at Mount Hor on the boundary of the land of Edom. Then Aaron the Kohen went up to Mount Hor at the command of Yahuwah and died there in the 40th year after the children of Israel had come out of the land of Mitzrayim on the first day of the 5th month. Now Aaron was 123 years old when he died on Mount Hor, and the sovereign of Arad, the Canaanite, who dwelt in the Negeb in the land of Canaan, heard of the coming of the children of Israel. So they departed from Mount Hor and camped at Salmanah. Then they departed from Salmanah and camped at Punan. They departed from Punan and camped at Oboth. They departed from Oboth and camped at Iye ha-Abarim, at the border of Moab. They departed from Eim and camped at Dibon Gad. They departed from Dibon Gad and camped at Almon Diblathayimah. And departed from Almon Diblathayimah and camped in the mountains of Abarim before Nebo. They departed from the mountains of Abarim and camped in the desert plains of Moab by the Yarden of Jericho. And they camped by the Yarden from Beth Yeshamoth as far as Abel Hashatim in the desert plains of Moab. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe in the desert plains of Moab by the Yarden of Jericho, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them, When you have passed over the Yarden into the land of Canaan, which Yarden is the Jordan River, then you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from before you, and shall destroy all their engraved stones, and shall destroy all their molded images, and lay waste all their high places. And you shall possess the land and dwell in it, for I have given you the land to possess. And you shall divide the land by lot as an inheritance among your clans. To the larger you give a larger inheritance, and to the smaller you give a smaller inheritance. Whatever the lot falls to anyone, that is his. You inherit according to the tribes of your fathers. And if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it shall be that those whom you let remain shall be pricks in your eyes and thorns in your sides, and they shall trouble you in the land where you dwell. And it shall be that I do to you as I thought to do to them. Chapter 34. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say to them, When you come into the land of Canaan, this is the land which falls to you as an inheritance, the land of Canaan to its boundaries. Then your southern border shall be from the wilderness of Zin along the border of Edom, and your southern border shall be eastward from the end of the salt sea. Then your border shall turn from the southern side of the ascent of Akrabim, continue to Zin, and be on the south side of Kadesh Barnea. And it shall go on to Hatzar Adar, and continue in Atzmon. And the border shall turn from Atzmon to the Wadi of Mitzrayim, and it shall end at the sea. As for the western border, you shall have the great sea for a border. This is your western border. And this is your northern border. From the great sea you mark out your border line to Mount Hor. From Mount Hor you mark out your border to the entrance of Hamath, and the edge of the border shall be toward Zedad. And the border shall proceed to Ziphron, and it shall end at Hatzar Anan. This is your northern border. And you shall mark out your eastern border from Hatzar Anan to Shephem, and the border shall go down from Shephem to Riblah on the east side of Ain, and the border shall go down and reach to the eastern side of the sea of Kinnereth. And the border shall go down along the Yarden, and it shall end at the salt sea. This is your land with its surrounding boundaries. And Moshe commanded the children of Israel, saying, This is the lot which you inherit. This is the land which you inherit by lot, which Yahuwah has commanded to give to the 9 tribes and to the half tribe. For the tribe of the children of Reuben according to the house of their fathers, and the tribe of the children of Gad according to the house of their fathers, have received their inheritance. And the half tribe of Manasseh has received its inheritance. The 2 tribes and the half tribe have received their inheritance beyond the Yarden of Jericho eastward toward the sunrise. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, These are the names of the men who divide the land among you as an inheritance: Eleazar the Kohen, and Yehoshua son of Nun. And take 1 leader of every tribe to divide the land for the inheritance. And these are the names of the men: from the tribe of Yehudah, Caleb son of Jephunneh. From the tribe of the children of Shimon, Shemuel son of Ammihud. From the tribe of Benjamin, Eladad son of Kislon. And a leader from the tribe of the children of Dan, Buki son of Yogli. From the sons of Joseph, a leader from the tribe of the children of Manasseh, Haniel son of Ephod. And a leader from the tribe of the children of Ephraim, Kemuel son of Shiftan. And a leader from the tribe of the children of Zebulun, Elitzaphan son of Parnak. And a leader from the tribe of the children of Issachar, Paltiel son of Azan. And a leader from the tribe of the children of Asher, Ahihud son of Shelomi. And a leader from the tribe of the children of Naphtali, Pedael son of Ammihud. These are the ones Yahuwah commanded to divide the inheritance among the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. That concludes our reading for today. As always, thank you for joining me. Hope you're reading along, and peace and blessings and love to you. We'll see you in the next one.